Hi guys, Chox here, and welcome back to my channel for today's video. Today we are going to make a super simple, easy Black Forest cake just in time for Mother's Day. Let's go see our ingredients. So specifically for today's cake, we need a chocolate cake mix. We need a tin of cherry pie filling or a jar, whatever you have. Going to need some maraschino cherries for on top. See? And we're going to need some whipped cream, whatever kind of whipped cream you choose to use. This is what my store has, so this is what we're using. So that's the gist of it. I've got two 8-inch cake pans here. I have a little bit of icing sugar I'm going to sift and use to stabilize my whipped cream. I've got a bowl and some beaters for the cake and for the whipped cream, and this is it. So altogether, these ingredients here, I got a couple of them on sale. Altogether, $12.64. So making a Black Forest cake under 15 bucks. So first things first, we need to bake off the cake. So what I'm going to do is follow the package instructions and bake it off in my two 9-inch cake pans. You just got to try to make sure you got half and half, so that one layer isn't thicker than the other, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here now I've got my cakes in the pans, and they're about the same amount in each pan. So we're going to pop those in the oven and get them baking. And at this point I'm switching over to a metal bowl with my beaters, making sure they're super duper clean and dry. And we're going to chill this because it makes better whipped cream using a chilled bowl and beaters. And I like using metal for this because it holds the cold better. And you have to make sure it's very clean and dry and it doesn't have any grease because it'll affect your whipping cream. So put this in the fridge, put those in the oven, or freezer if you have room, and put those in the oven. Okay, so as we're cooling these cakes off, they are on wire racks. I found a lid for a bowl that I'm going to put my cakes on and use as a cake board. I'm going to whip the cream. I've opened the jar or the tin of cherry pie filling, and I've got the maraschino cherries draining on a paper towel because all that red stuff there, you don't want that to bleed onto your cake and look messy. So you just dab them off beforehand. I'm going to sift a little bit of icing sugar that I'm going to use to thicken and stabilize that whipped cream. So I will put a link to my video here, check the cards, for making whipped cream real time. And I'm going to go off and whip my cream as this is all cooling down. Everything is chilled, and now we're ready to actually assemble the cake. This is going to be super easy. You can do it. So we've already turned the cakes out onto wire racks. We're just going to pick up that cake, keep it upside down because we need the flat sides to be on top. Ooh. And another good thing to note is this is my flatter cake versus my other cake here. It's got a little dent and it is a little slopey. So I think I'm going to put this one on the bottom and hide its flaws. So I'm going to slide my fingers underneath, pick up the cake. So you can turn it around, just be careful. The reason you want to put it face down is because the skin on top of here, as soon as you try to flatten icing, as soon as you try to move icing on it, it will peel that skin off. And it doesn't matter if that's on the bottom of the cake board. So flipped right over there. This lid just sunk in on me. It's going to give me trouble, isn't it? What if I flip the lid over? There we go. I flipped the lid over, so it'll be a tray if it drips or anything. Perfect. Now it won't pop in and out on me. So I have this nice bottom layer. Okay, at this point, the whipped cream is in the fridge setting. It's been whipped. It's chilling back out again so I can work with it. We've got the first part of the cake down. I'm just going to scoop. So I'm just going to scoop the cherry pie filling around this cake And then with the back of my spoon, I'm just going to push it almost to the edge. Not quite. Almost to the edge. Because when you set that second cake on top, it's going to squish it and make it ooze a little bit. And we want it to be a little bit oozy. But not in a messy way. We want it to be kind of elegant oozy. Pinterest worthy, you know? I'm going to put a few more of those cherries in here. If you have cupcakes to go with this, leave some cherry pie filling set aside. I really don't want to put the whole jar or the whole tin on there. That one doesn't look nice. Because it will be just too much. There we go. So it's nice around the edge. There's a little bit of oozy. But it looks good. It looks good. I want to push this a little bit. Make sure your cherries are all even. And now we're ready for the next step. We're going to try to remember where the slope part is. I can see here. That's my slope side. And I can see I kind of have a larger side here. So we're going to put that slope side and the side that's got a little bit more bump on it on top of each other. So it will level out and flatten for the top part. There we go. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Okay, so here we go. It's double layer. Woo. All the way around. We've just placed the second one on top. And now we're just going to take the whipped cream and blop it on top of there. Whipped cream is nice and stiff, but not overbeaten. It still looks nice and smooth. This is, I think that 473 mils gave us at about 4 cups of whipped cream. So this I did pile into the middle, and I'm just going to gently push it around the cake. No fancy tools required. This is just like a nice elegant little swoopy cake. Does not need to be perfect. I'm so excited at how well this is coming together. It's easy, you can do this. If you don't have a little spatula, you can use your spoon. Trying to make it even. You can also just use a butter knife and use the flat side of it. Or you can use the dippy side of it. We want to make little swoops in here. We don't want it to be absolutely perfect. Take it right out to the edge. But not too far over. We don't want it dripping down. We just want it elegantly pushed to the edge. There we go. And I'm just spinning this around with my hand. Oh, that looks lovely. The top does not need to be perfect because we're going to decorate it now. So I'm just going to take a large spoon and some whipped cream. And all I'm going to do is scoop up some whipped cream and put a dollop on there. Just like that. Scoop it up. Dab it on. Slide your finger right down it. Make sure your hands are clean. Try to make them about the same size. Remember, you're going to want to keep this in the fridge until you're ready to serve it because it's real cream. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do one in the middle. Six. So now at this point we're ready to put the maraschino cherries on. Just dab them right on there. Squish them right into those puffs of whipped cream. There we go. That's a beautiful cake. So here we go. A nice, easy, double layer Black Forest cake. Look at how artsy that looks. Just like it's right out of Pinterest or something. Maybe I'll go post that there. Nice and elegant. Simple and beautiful. Oh yes, easy, delicious Black Forest cake just in time for Mother's Day. Or any time for that matter. Yay. Haha. Alright you guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out here with me, decorating cakes. Please click one of these boxes hanging out around my head and it'll take you to a YouTube recommended video, to the cake decorating playlist, and also to the subscribe button. So if you want to find out what I'm doing, click subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got a really cute one coming up next. Thanks for cake decorating with me, and I'll see you next time.